Warning, this content is not for kids. If you're a kid, f off.
Dr. Evil's house. Somebody's lost a crock. Is that one of yours, Lee? It's looking very dry, is it? Oh, you could see the water levels down. That's why it's no flowing over there and running down there. Man, we could recreate Terminator 2. Welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. We're here for the night. We're going to go over to the far end. I'm just getting a wee shot of this. Looks like an evil villain from Doctor Who. Doctor Who? No, what's his name? James Bond. James Bond. A James Bond villain's lair. I'd love to stealth camp there, man. But how do we get there unnoticed?
Just another Friday night, drinks a phone, start a fight. You're angry with her again, you don't even know why. You're silent for hours.
That's how close we are away from the car. How far we are away from the car. We're just camping right there. You manage? Fall, 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 fall. Holy shit. Oh, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. There's always one. There's always two. That looks like a sleeping bag or a quilt over there. Yeah, where Alan is, that's where I slept under the wee bivvy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we won't be camping there. Well, we've claimed this spot for the night, young team. Don't even fucking think about it. Might have to burn that as a quilt. Chad, you didn't need to bring your quilt. There was one already here. Beef and veg and gravy. What's the story, boys? Look, you could have burnt that. Right, we can burn half of this. Plastic cup. That looks like it might be a bamboo cup. Still burn. Eh? It's meant to be in a skip. Right. That will give our position away. The smoke that's going to come off of that. So we'll keep that later for a signal fire, just in case we need a fucking yellow helicopter for these two hats. Hiya Alan, you in a good mood, mate, eh? You in a good mood? I have no idea what the water level is going to be like later. In fact, Jag's just put his beers there, right on the edge of the water line. We'll use that as a marker. Thanks, Jag. Look at this, boys and girls. The young team can't even finish their beers. Eh? How many was in that box? 10. Right, so they had 8 beers, but between what looks like 40 of them, eh? Amateurs. Couple of nice warm tenants. You could tell the time by the sun. That looks like beer o'clock to me.
It's shambles, honestly.
Nah, dude, put that down. I'll pick it up with gloves on later, because yeah, no idea.
Right, okay, yeah, fair
No
enough.
idea what the young team have been up to. Heavy duty black bin bags on sale until November. Heavy duty refuge sacks. Hey, Jags. Attempt number 2 at setting up tent
Now,
number
one thing I
2.
remember is that you
No, attempt 1,
keep your paracord.
tent 2. Yeah, pretty much it. Lay it out
Upside
flat.
down
Yeah,
already,
that's
is
it
it?
upside down, mate.
That's okay, we'll get it.
You got it.
sorted.
It's all connected, so
What is that?
this man, you remember that years. This is old.
That's that, man.
It's
I can't
old,
remember
like.
that. Green, that's not too bad. A green.
Because look, you could see, because we had it set up in the sun, so you could see which side hit the sun in the backies and heads all, man. Kind of been set up in the backies a couple of times.
Right.
It's a fucking good tent,
Oh,
like.
was that the rusted hose bit?
Yeah. And I've
Aye.
reinforced them with glue. Nah, I've reinforced them with metal washers, bigger ends,
Oh my
man.
God.
Eh. Nah, paracord on. Just looped it through,
Which
man.
one's
Eh.
the front door then? Is this the front door
Right,
here?
sorry. Yeah, you've only got one opening, so there's your door.
So what do you reckon? Door to the window, door against the wind?
Yeah, put your door at that end. Just haul it here. Look. There you go. Okay. There's your setup there. Right. Don't need it. That's it. Don't take the one. Just hold it just now. Just stick it in gently.
Just slide it in. That's what I said, right there. Wait till I show you the setup on this, boys and girls. You have to jam a pole in the air vent thing. It took us a minute to figure. In fact, Jamie figured that out. We were still baffled before he could guy line it. It's it's a strange setup.
Yeah, you've easily lost them. Put them down in the dark. Eh?
Oh yeah, because they're
Turn this up
small
as
as
well.
well, isn't it? That doesn't want to go home, does it? Oh, there you go. The GoPro's never going to do it justice. There'll just be 2 wee dots, but there's 2 ospreys and they're doing some circles and they're swooping down and they're grabbing fish from the water in flight. And he's reporting on the same subject. They'll be feeding the young now. They'll all have a nest full of chicks. Oh, there you go, there you go. It's dive bombing right now. Oh, that was amazing. I hope the camera got that. It's got something. It's definitely got a weight in its talons. Remember one of my last couple of camps? I put a camera in here, tied a couple of lengths of paracord into it, and then I chucked it into the water. And then I didn't really film any life, I just filmed water. And then I did a bit of fishing afterwards, I mean. And then while I was doing that, I was like, I wish I had a longer line to chuck that camera in. I had the bloody fishing rod. I'm now away to tie the line of the fishing rod around the end of this and then cast the camera into that. And that's full of brownies. I know it's full of brownies, so hopefully we get to see 1 or 2 brownies. And by the looks of it, the ospreys are like, yeah, we're trying to get some brownies. I'm going to tie a whole bunch of knots though, because I can't be just line breaking or the knot snapping and then I'll watch. Just casually watch that. Oh, wait a minute though. The water's coming in this way. I'll get it back eventually if it breaks. To be continued. We're going to go down to the shore right now, but that camera's no switched on anyway, so I'll switch that on in a second. Right, are you ready? Did you swallow a bit of water? I think he swallowed a bit of water. Good boy. You want to see him get pissed off? I didn't chuck it that far in this time, mate. That's it. Go get it, boy. Go get it, boy. Good boy. We've had a bunch of foreigners. I'm not saying that to be mean, that are foreigners, but they've come to join us in our little camping vicinity. Yeah, that's the unwritten rule. If there's someone's camping here, then this is their spot.
Welcome to the Hotel Dilla. Where are we? The Hotel Dilla. Yes. Anyway, look at this, folks.
No,
this is what I'm staying like.
The reservation.
The reservation, that's what it's for. The reservation, that was it.
Silver service
Tonight-
lads.
Tonight,
Come on then, let's go.
We walked there in the snow.
picked a good one there. Well,
It was fat guys.
Sit
weren't
there.
they? Oh, they were fat.
I have a lure attached to the end of my rod. Oh look, there's a family just sitting up right next to where we are. Talk about invading privacy, territory. I don't know. Anyway, they're more than welcome. They seem like cool guys. Right. Now I promised Jack Betty that I could catch a fish in under 10 minutes here. Under 10 minutes. I'll leave this on this rock here, shall I? Leave that hanging off the edge there. Oh, don't. I thought you were going to hook yourself there. True fanboys will know that outside our tank was sent one of these because anyone that gets sent a System Skynet care package gets one of these. The official System Skynet Paraframe Mini SS. The SS stands for System Skynet. Don't question it. Outsider Tank took one look at that and went, that's not a knife. That's a knife. Look at that. Look at that beast. This has just replaced my axe and my bushcraft knife. I've reduced half my weight of my Bergen by just getting rid of the axe and the bushcraft knife. Right, fixed bayonets. Let's go and see how good this is at chopping wood from other wood. Jag is actually brought with him. It's kind of symbolic. The last time I was here, I broke this knife. I broke this knife, showing off how indestructible it was. This fucking beast of a knife. And then we've come back to the same spot to celebrate that I have that knife's replacement. They just don't compare, do they? Rambo's going to borrow that one, Arnold Schwarzenegger will borrow that one. And then I'll make jokes about it. Like, shut up, man. I'm here fishing for all these twiggy bits. Ah, that. We need all that for the fire. It's not really going to be any kind of test for the Outsider Tank blade, is it? Look at that. That was one wee schwink. Guys, I'm not putting any effort into this. I'm just letting the weight of the blade do its thing. Oh, how much fun is that? Look at that, we're going through to the flat wood now. We might want to keep those shavings, eh? We might want to keep those shavings. That's the stuff that's going to get the fire bursting into life. Come on then. Guys, I'm not even gripping onto this, I'm holding it loosely. I'm mostly gripping it on the bottom of the blade and then letting the weight of that blade do its thing. I didn't even need to hit it again. There you go. Give me a branch. Give me a branch solid enough to prove its worthiness. Hey, fuck it, we'll come back to this later. Just take my word for it that this knife... Oh, see that? I sliced the top of that thistle off. It's sharp and it's heavy. I'm going to make my way along there because apparently there's an abandoned camp. I might have told you about this earlier, but I'm going to inspect it. Onward! There's the guy with his paddleboard and his gran, but I'm hoping that they're going to keep a hold of Alan. I've asked them to keep a hold of Alan because there's sheep along there. You can see them, look at all those little white dots. Crop in. That's sheep. Crop back out again. Right, let's go. Yay! Welcome to Scotland, boys and girls. Holy shit, they were right. There's nobody in there, that thing's flopping about. Come on, guys. Pro Action with a built-in ground sheet. So they're no expensive tents. This one looks like it might be. Fire retardant. You're not allowed to say that these days, man. Come on. Weather checked, fire retardant, international stuff. This is what happens when the young team get left unchecked. What do we even do about this? Eh? What do we even do? And look at all the rubbish that they've left lying around as well. They were drinking cider. Clearly the young team, eh? Only alcoholics drink cider when they're fully grown adults. No way! No way! Clearly the young team then, was it? Or somebody my age on a nostalgia binge. I'm burning this. Fucking hell, listen to that. I don't think I'm going to get that across there without breaking glass bottles. It's all, well, I can drag it on there, but that's uneven. I can snap my ankle on there, trying to drag that over there, or I could... It's the only reason it hasn't blown away in the wind is weighed down with rubbish. Right, I'll take one of the other bits, one bit at a time, and that's charcoal. That's a bag of charcoal that's not been used. I'll take this. We'll burn this. We'll burn this. It's awesome.
How cool is that?
It's like a blister in the water.
And then a big fucking alien ship comes bursting in, fucking covered in fucking tridents and fucking lasers
And fuckingness.
algae.
This is my last cast. If I don't catch anything, then you're gay. Caught seaweed. See how long it takes before you get into trouble. I think somebody's sleeping. Alan!
Great spot, isn't it? Yep.
We've left it cleaner than what we found it.
Job there, lads. I must say, man, taking my
These guys, man, they had a raging fire under trees last night. I kept an eye on them for a whole couple of hours before I passed out, thinking you're burning this bloody forest down. Well, you could see where they've actually kicked the tree's ass. Yeah, your fire got a wee bit out of control last night, mate, didn't it? The saddest part about camping? It's going home, is it? It's going home. We'll go and get some footage of Jag falling over this stile. I wish I had a hole big enough for me to crawl under. Fall, 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 fall.
So fit and agile now, the dog leg over.
Happy days.
Thank you. No fish getting dragged behind my car, is there anything? No.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot about that. Yeah, we didn't really get up to anything adventurous last night. We just enjoyed
Yeah,
the
it was
scenery.
fun, man.
Well, thanks for tuning in, boys and girls. Thanks for hitting the like button, and super big fat thanks to all you subscribers. We're off home. See you in the comments.
Comments.
Ta-ta!